Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly.
And there they are.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. The national anthem of Argentina rings out. Quite some performance, and now here comes the response. Greece have gone with a 4-5-1, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I can tell you that I'm a fan of this guy, Christian Romero, described by his national team boss as spectacular. I've always seen him as been brave, very aggressive defensively, but front-footed as well. And let me go into a little more detail on that, because some of the runs he makes are actually quite crazy, and there seems to be a recklessness about it and no order, and he just leaves it to whomever behind him to fill the gap. But I like that in his game.
Shot at goal! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Argentina are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. That's a nicely shaped ball. Now this could be a chance. And a chance! He scores! 2-0, and in next to no time. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Great defending, strong and determined. Ambitious ball here. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Argentina clearly didn't help themselves by...
Batistuta! Hits off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Argentina have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And he is just ripping it up.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Argentina find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And this is Batistuta. Batistuta gets flagged offside. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that looks a decent ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Zanetti, can he get on the end of this? Thinks about the shot, takes it, up he goes! Goal! A quite incredible spell, they are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Argentina are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
And Batistuta! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Paz. Here's a chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Now it's Batistuta. Tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he...
Shot, surely! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Argentina, after 32
As if three weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
Batistuta.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Tries a shot! It's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
After 34 minutes is
How many? Just how many?
Gabriel Batistuta.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Batistuta. Messi. Now it's McAllister. He's tried one! Fabulous from McAllister. That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're at it again in double quick time.
The goal scorer
Absolutely
for
no element
Argentina,
of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 22, McAllister.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pass somewhat off target. Looking to play him in. Batistuta! That's another chance! He has done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 41 minutes is number 10.
Oh, just skips past his man. And Messi! And that's past the post.
Ah, that's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And this is Batistuta. He might be in here. Batistuta! Oh, classic Batistuta! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Argentina, after 45 minutes.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, he'd used up all his chances, hadn't he, Peter? I mean, he was never going to get away with that one. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Paz. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's one-on-one, and Batistuta! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Argentina certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's Fernandez. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Argentina are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we're underway again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, super find. Messi! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 48 minutes.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Lionel Messi.
Simicas. Tries to pass it through. Oh, no joy this time. Simicas. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got away. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tsimikas. And it's Tsimikas. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That has been cut short. Mavropanos pokes it out wide. Great vision. Fernandez looking to run onto it. Fernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Batistuta. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well, that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Martinez. McAllister looking to add to his goal. Fernandez. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
The goal scorer for
Some of those
Argentina
players look totally lost out there now,
after 68
Peter,
minutes
and
is
you can't blame them.
Number 4, Lionel Messi.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And this is Batistuta. Decent chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 71 minutes is
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Greece choosing to make the first change.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
number 7.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt we'll be looking to cause even more damage here.
No, that's been intercepted. Mavropanos. And it's slung out wide. He's had it taken off him. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Oh, that's well spotted. 75 minutes played. And this is Batistuta. Big chance, must be. He's having a shot! He's got a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
After 77 minutes is number 8, Gabriel Batistuta.
Greece making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Substitution for Greece. Number 11.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Greece have a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Argentina can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Martinez to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Fernandez looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get... And Martinez! They've scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 21.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's found a way past. Martinez!
Argentina have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's run loose. Who's going to get... Can he finish? No mistake. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 21. Lautaro Martinez.
Argentina making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. To be expected, Peter, they've gone and stepped it up, something that...
And Martinez! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
After 86 minutes is...
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Mavropanos. That is ended up in no man's land. Fernandez. And he welcomes it in. Shoots! And that has faded wide.
Added minutes has been
Martinez, he's through it. Martinez! It's in! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Foot in. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Substitution for Greece. Number 2 coming on the field is number 15.
Can he get it through? Oh, well measured. Now it's Martinez. Great chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. And Martinez! And that's that. Argentina pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Martinez, very much the man of the moment. His boots at their twinkling best. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.